Well, hello, and welcome back. I'm AJ O'Neill. This is Beyond Code Live, and we are going to continue with the PayPal payment integration thing. So I'm at the point now where I've got some tables in my database that I think match up relatively well with how I plan to be doing things with the PayPal product plan and subscription setup that will also mirror what I'll do with other payment services as I add them. And let's see. There's something I was going to say at the start of all this, but I don't remember what it was. So, without further ado, let's thank our sponsors, but not really sponsor, Mountain Dew and Open Focus. Delicious as always. And somebody told me that if I want to do it right, I got to get Doritos. But Code Monkey like Mountain Dew and Tab. Code Monkey don't care so much about Doritos. Anyway, welcome to those of you that are joining in via YouTube and Twitch and whatever else. I think that... Let me just hit refresh here so I make sure that the comments are good to go. Yep. All right. So chat and everything is open. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And you know what? I think I'm going to listen a little bit because when some people join in, then I'll get back to this. But I'm going to maybe chill a little bit, not talk so much, and just do some code. So I'm going to put up I have a thing for this. No, not this one. Where did it go? Hold on just one second while I copy here, since nobody's even watching yet anyway. We just started. So let's call this one all right. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, somebody joined in. So I may not speak as much this time. The work that I've got to do is pretty, just plow through type of stuff here. So, but feel free to introduce yourself. I'm AJ. I'd love to know who you are. And I'll take a minute before I hit play on this to have any sort of little bit of intro conversation, and then as I'm doing some of this routine coding that doesn't require a whole ton of brain work, I'm just going to listen to my audiobook. But the gist of what I'm going to do is, since I want to make sure I can get these things in sync, I got to get the update and the delete. I've got the list. I need to adjust the list so that I can get not just one page of products and plans, but all pages, just because in the sandbox environment I've created, I don't know, a couple dozen junk things that I need to clear out anyway. So I'm going to swap. I'm going to make it so that we can have some reasonable defaults as part of the init, I think is what I'm going to do. And yeah. So I think I'm going to pass in maybe some ops in here. So if not ops, ops equals, if not ops top, oh, that's me. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So that, yeah, there we go. Okay, actually this would be if not total required in ops, because if it's false, we want to catch it as well. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing. Well, actually, not the same thing. Because ops dot, was it page size? What is it? Yeah, page size. We're just going to set this to the maximum. I don't really know why you'd want less than the maximum. Then listening to the Lightbringer saga. If you like Brandon Sanderson and the fantasy that crosses over into sci-fi, because the magic system actually has a system that is, you know, not the every time you need some magical solution to a problem, it suddenly presents itself, but there's actually you know, it's a systematic approach. Brent Weeks and Brandon Sanderson are the ones to read / listen to. I think Prefer was one of these, right? Yeah. Let's see. Hey, welcome in. I'm just doing some routine stuff here. So I'm listening to an audiobook as I go through. I just need to add basically CRUD operations onto my PayPal product plan and subscription stuff. And so I'm going to do that. And I'm listening to my audiobook while I do it, but feel free to interrupt. Let's see. By the way, I put the double underscores here. Normally I just put single underscores. I don't know why I did double this time. But I put that here as just a way to say, hey, here's something that you can monkey patch, but it's not part of the API. It's not intended for you to monkey patch, but you can. I like to make my code monkey patchable so that you can do, you know, quick debug fixes, but I don't like it to be I don't like monkey patching, but it sometimes is a necessary evil, as you know, prototyping out a bug fix or whatever. So I like to to expose things as much as I can, but indicate, hey, this is exposed just for monkey patching and debugging, not as a, you know, do not use is what the prefix underscore basically means. Or do not rely on. No, not init, but merge query maybe. There we go. Yeah, that's oh, I think I just want object dot. Ooh, you know what I should do then? This should be default query is what we should call this. And then we should do it this way. Yeah, that makes more sense. And that's going to be easier because then we can just use object.assign to do the shallow merge, which is all we need. Okay. Well, prefer is not really part of it. So maybe I'll leave that one. Hold on, let's back up here. Yeah, I'll leave that one because that's actually a header, not a query param. But still. Okay. I think we just see. Dang it. Okay. Docs. Okay, there it is. Query string. Yep. Oh. Okay. There we go. I need to go check back here. What are the query parameters? Page is another one. So we got page, page size, and total required. Page size, page, and total required. Okay, yeah. And then I suppose for documentation purposes, I might as well just put page 0. No, I mean, I don't think that it would be reasonable to have any other value as the default value. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this back up to the top here. Okay, that looks good. Good. So I think we can repeat this for the other list as well. Let's see. Query. Yep, that looks good. And then I do want to put in paging, as it were. Well, I guess what I really want is an all function. So a plan.list and a plan.all, and plan.all would just iterate until it gets up to the total amount. Because I am going to need that. And I'm going to need the delete. Let me go check what the delete is. It's probably just delete and then the ID. Let's see, products. Let's take a look at products. We've got list. We've got create, update. Oh, we don't have delete? Really? Well, that's unfortunate. So you put something once and it's there forever? I'm going to try delete anyway. I think it'll work. Interesting. Oh, so do they have a delete? Okay, so I need to show details then. Let's try product. Product.list. Product.details. And then this should just be an ID. And then what? I guess that's it. Let's do the same thing with plan. Is that gonna work? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna test product details first. And let's see if we get back the delete URL. I think we will. So let's take I guess I could probably make sense of that all on its own. So if products.length That should do it. Okay, so let's see what it pops out with here anyway. Something bad happened. Oh, duh. It's going to, well, not duh, but it one indexes, not 0 indexes, which I think is more common for paging. Okay, cool. So let's see what we got here. There's okay. Dot products. All right, so needs to be, let's go back to that test. And then it'll be products.products.length. So this stutters a bit, but what do you do? Could call it product response. Kind of, sort of. I'm turning it on and off. Because this is mostly mundane stuff that I'm going through right now, so it's not as much mental load as it is just copy, paste, repeat. So I'm pausing it and then playing it. Okay, let me... But what's up, Ryan? How are you? And what are you doing up at 2:14 a.m.? Okay, so products, and then we should get to product. There we go, product. That's not what I wanted either. No, okay, I did something wrong here. Oh yeah, we didn't want to. We wanted details here. So let's try this. Products. Product 0. Links. Okay, there's no delete for a product. Huh. Well, that's kind of stinks. I'm going to double check on that. PayPal, delete, product, catalog. Is there really no delete? Interesting. Well, that's good to know. So wait, we can't show product, update product. Oh, you can't rename it? Huh? Interesting. So all we can do is change the description, category, image, Okay. Interesting. Good to note. Well, good thing I'm testing this all out in the sandbox environment so I don't accidentally add something into the production environment that I can literally never get rid of. Once it's named, it is named. Oh, just geek. Oh, bless my. Products are much like your life choices. You cannot delete them. You must make the best of them. True dat, true dat. Okay. Okay, I'm actually going to just take these out then. Because I'd rather chat. So there we go. Getting rid of that. So what are you up to, Ryan? What brings you to the channel today? Interesting how here it shows the patch, there it doesn't. You can't change the type either, but you can change the category. Interesting. Well, whatever. That's not actually that useful to me. Let's see. I think I do want to add product.update. Whoops. I don't know that product.details is actually that useful. I've got half of mine to just delete it. Because you don't get, like, is there any extra information? Let me run this one more time and check here. Okay. Extra information that we get from details for a product. ID, name, description, type, category, created, links. And if we don't do that, ID, name, description, create, ID, name, description, type, category. Okay, so we do get a tiny bit more information. Not much, but there's a little bit more detail there. And this is, what do they call this? Update product? Okay. So update takes an ID and I'm going to say ops. And I'm just going to say let's pass along the ops. And in this case, I do want to document. I think I'll just put it in here. What is this? At param ID product ID PayPal checkouts. Oh, that's redundant. Yeah, let me just say. I guess that's it right there. And then I forget how you do this. Because you can say what it is. Description, category, image URL, blah. I think it's like this. You can do description string, category string. Actually, it's an enum, but image URL, home URL. I think that's the way to do it, if I'm not mistaken. Update product info. All right. I think the plan, hopefully the plan's a little more useful than that. I don't know if it will be. Can we delete plans? Probably not. Where's subscription at? There it is, subscription. Plans. Get a list of plans. Create plan, show plan, activate plan. You can deactivate a plan. I wonder what you can update. Oh, you can update a bit. So not very many things, but a few things. I really don't want to deal with that. But you know what I do want to deal with? The webhooks. I don't know what... See, event type, payment authorization created. I do want to make sure I have the webhooks set up. Okay, list webhooks. I guess I have to do this through the dashboard. Let me see about that. Okay, for this one, I forget. Do I log in? This is the real account. I log in as the real account for the dashboard. Dashboard logs you in to the sandbox by default. So I think I can go to webhooks. Is it here? Webhook simulator. Notifications. I remember seeing the webhooks in here somewhere. Generate sandbox token. I already got one. Default application. I'm going to pull this out real quick so I can look at it in the other screen. See if I can find where the webhooks are. Okay, so that's showing the client ID. It's not showing the secret. Return URL. Okay, add webhook. Here we go. So for my sandbox, this is something I need to put in the documentation. Oh, bother. So I can't link directly to it. I wonder, let me go here. Is this valid? Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna put this in my documentation real quick. Just find a good enough spot for it for now. Oh, these are all just random notes anyway. Let's see. Install usage. Go with notes. Webhooks. Hooks can be set up in the applications section of the dashboard. Click on, you'll see a list of applications. Click on one to access the webhooks. Okay. So down here, this is where we want to add the webhook. Make sure that you entered the correct URL. And I don't know how you authenticate these. That's something I'm still not clear on. But there we go. That's what I'm going to call it. And hopefully it'll show it to me. Webhook ID. Maybe that's the authentication? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to put a to-do here. Oh, actually that one doesn't go there. Well, might as well go there for now. Or at least I got to copy it this way. Okay, let me put it on the to-do over here. Okay. Oh, and this would need to be, I think method was patch, if I remember correctly. And then I'm going to add this for plan, even though I don't know if I'll end up using it or not. Well, I think I will. Okay. So let me get out of here and get back to what I was looking at before. Basically just description is the only thing that's useful at this point. I think this is a Boolean. Might as well just put it in here. I think you can do dot notation like that for this, and then this is a string. And this is, I don't know if that's a number or a string, because they're really weird about their numbers. I'm going to go with number. And then all payment values are strings. Update plan info. Yeah, really, I should just, well, that'd be kind of weird. Wait, payment preferences, payment preferences. How in the world did those get separated? Let's do description, payment preferences, and taxes. Okay, good enough. I think I'm going to do the same thing with, oh, whoops, this should be plan now. Plan that update. Product, oh, and then, blah. That'll be update product. This should be update plan. Did I create a show plan details? I did have a details for the plan, didn't I? Could have sworn I did. Well, I will make one now. Product dot details. We'll do a plan dot details. Plan dot list. Let's just put put it right after here. So this will be show plan details, and I think this is billing plans, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I can look right above and see that's what it is. And then, yeah, that's all good. And then there's the update. And this should be billing and plans. Cool. So I guess what I want to test is that I can update the description and it can update it in PayPal. But I don't know if that's really that important to me right now. Yeah, and doing the all isn't that important to me right now either. So I would like to see if the update can work. So how about we do this instead? Products.length. And we don't put that one. And then same thing, we do plans.length. And we don't do this one. And then we just show the first plan. So plans.length, plans ID, there we go. Plan 0 and plan. Okay, let's try this one out. See how well that works. And then I'll try doing the update. Okay, plan 0's got a ton of stuff in there. Plans is 2. All right, and this is test product 1. So this will be great for testing the description update. Okay, great. Both of these are wonderful for trying the update too. So this will be product.id and description will be, we'll need some element of randomness. So we could just use math.random, I suppose. Okay. Oh, this is product. All right, so we'll do product. And we'll update the description. We can get rid of this. All right. I'll just copy this down here. Pretty much the same thing. And I need to change that product to plan. All right, I'm going to try this out. I probably should call it, instead of list, I should probably call it CRUD. All right, product 0. Let's see, it says JSON is not malformed, but normally it would tell me why. Huh. Field / location body. And wait, which one was this for? Let me run this again and just check and see. So product. So it doesn't like how I tried to update the product. So something bad happened. Requested not well formed. So I probably had a typo. Let's see, product.update description. Seems like that should work. Catalog project description category image URL home URL, and then just plop that right here. Let me just double check. Let's go to catalog products, and then we have products and we have update product, and it is indeed patch / catalogs / products / ID. So everything's good there. And description. Method URL JSON. Really not clear on what could be wrong here. So let's just put a debug here and see what I can find. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because there's other things I want to get to, and it's not really that important that I be able to update the description of something. I just kind of want to be able to do it. Okay, let me just double check over here. Oh, weird. Oh, very, very weird. Okay. So I hadn't looked at the way the update works. But add, replace, remove, I guess. Okay, I kind of get it now. So interesting. think this is going to deserve we're going to create a PayPal patch function. And so we're going to take an object and we're going to, what do we call these? Ops, I guess? So we're going to do let ops equals array. Do object.keys dot for each Interesting. So that putting the dot there, that's a literal dot that would go in there. Huh. Okay, so key. So I guess this is actually a map, is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be returning let op equal replace if object k null. So if null is equal to this, then op equals delete. And then let val equal object k. If null is val, op is delete. Let path equal, and it would be slash k. To do handle nested keys. Example being taxes.percentage. But I'm not going to handle those right now. So we're going to do op value path. Right? Maybe I can simplify this a little bit more. Okay, what is it complaining at me for? Oh, because I've got these here. All right, cool. All right, so for right now, we're not going to handle those. And it's just going to be like that. Okay. Okay. Looks like something worked. No? Not well formed. Okay. Oh, you know what I need to do though? Is, oops, if undefined is equal to type of val, then I should just return. And so then this really should be an array, do a for each. Ops.push and return ops. Okay. All right, that should be better. Let's try it this time. Okay, cool. Oh no. Oh, okay, 204. It's a 204. That's allowed. All right, so must 201. So this should be must 204 or 200. So for update, we can do must 204 or 200. Okay. I wonder what this looks like. Because I actually don't know what comes back. I just assume that much like the create, when you do an update, it would come back with a bunch of stuff. But let's see what it actually comes back with. Okay. Nothing. Comes back with literally nothing. I guess that's just fine then. Well, maybe, hold on. Yeah, return just body. So maybe I don't want to return just body. Okay, where's that happening in the request? Okay, so we don't actually need the 2JSON here. Have a good one, man. All right, that's fine. Must 204. Okay. All right, so buddy comes back with nothing. I think 204 is no content, right? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 3 versus. Oh, let's get rid of these debugs. I don't need any debugging for these here. Okay. So we've got the updates in place. We've got the list in place. There are no deletes. And 1, 2, 3, 3. That's the same thing it was last time. Oh, was I just scrolled up too far? I think I just scrolled up too far. Yeah, so that's different now. And if I run this again, we get a different number again. Yeah, that's different. Clear. Run again. Yeah, I get a different number again. Okay, cool. So that's working. So I'm just going to move, well, yeah. The only thing that changed about the README was what? Yeah. Alright, so as far as API goes, paypal.init, ID, secrets, sandbox, or live, and then defaults, let's say. And then other than that, we've got request, method, URL, JSON. Was there anything else that needed to be in there? Headers. Then we got paypal.products.create. And then paypal.products.list. paypal.products.details with an ID. Update with an ID and description. And this is pretty much the same thing for plan. So if we just take this and do products plan, okay, that's all the same. And then this actually should be product. And then I guess I should go ahead and implement this for subscription. Let me go see what that looks like. Okay, so I think for subscription, we have some things that are diffner. So we've got subscriptions, create, update. Do we have a list? Interesting. We don't have a way to list subscriptions. we have a way to update a subscription. But the information here isn't super useful. We have a way to cancel the subscription. And we can give a reason. All right, that seems like that's fairly important. So we could do details. And we can do cancel. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So I already do have a subscription.get there, which is essentially what it needs to be. So maybe instead of calling that the product.details, maybe I should just call it .get. That would be more conventional. But, you know, here's the thing. In the API, they call it details. So I want to have as little abstraction as possible. I want this to be very clean. In terms of following the lingo as closely as I can. Okay, and this is a post to /ID/cancel. And all we've got is reason. Okay, does that look right? That does look right. So I'm guessing the webhook that I'm going to be most interested in, if I could go back and look at the webhooks for this again, which I should. Okay, so webhooks. Oh, there can be multiple one in a single. Oh no, this is a different thing. So I got to sign back into the dashboard to view the webhooks. Let's go back in there. Go back to, was it app and credentials? I think that's what it was. And then is it my account? My app and credentials. Maybe this is Sandbox default application. There we go. What? This has no webhooks. I could have sworn I added webhooks to this just moments ago. Maybe I didn't click the final save. You must keep the URL. Okay. Anyway, what I probably am most interested in is billing, subscription, payment, something or other. Plan updated, plan created, plan activated. Invoice paid. Payment. I'm definitely gonna want to get those. I'm gonna want to find out what they are. I guess what I need to do is just go ahead and implement this real quick on the server side. So maybe if we had webhooks. Let's go ahead and put this in here. And is it going to be, I guess it's going to be a post. So let's see what happens. Webhooks, API webhooks, PayPal checkout. So I guess what I want to respond with is arrows.json success true. And I want a console.log rec.body json.stringify null to PayPal webhook. Let's put that in there. All right, so I should be able to, let me connect to the screen if I can. And let's see if I can see where Core's methods. Might need to bring this over for a sec. Nope, not that one. Yeah, there's some stuff I need to add in here. Cores methods equals get post patch put delete options, I think. Cores domains is going to be, let's see, HTTP localhost 3080. bliss.js.org. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do, actually. Config dot PayPal client ID is going to be equal to process.env dot PayPal client ID. And then same thing, PayPal client secret. I'm just changing some. I guess now I could have brought this over, but I need to check some output from the server and make sure things are going right. Okay. Let's see, npx base tag link. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back over for the moment. Well, let me see if I can narrow it down. And then I'm gonna see if we can test if these webhooks are working or not. Because I think what we should see at this point is API webhooks PayPal checkout X post, and then -d try true. Let's try that. PayPal webhook, but it's showing this as empty. Let's try with the header here. Let's put content type application JSON. So we get there. Okay, cool. So that's at least working. So I should be able to put this back in here and click save. And then let's refresh and see, does the webhook stay? Or does it disappear? It seems like it stays there. Okay, well then, let's go back over here and let's run, well, I guess go here and then let's run the test. And then ostensibly we'll get a webhook that shows that something was updated, right? Doesn't look like much of a webhook fired to me. And this is the sandbox webhooks. Let's see more. hit subscribe to all events. Okay. Well, let's see. What if we create some stuff? All right, did we get the cancel? Oh, okay. The webhooks take a minute. But they're happening. Billing plan updated. Cool. All right. Catalog product updated. Cool. So I can just list the associated webhooks with these things too. So this is event type billing plan updated. All right, well, that's good for now. So I imagine this will be product, catalog product created will be here. And is that what that is? Let's just take another look real quick. Billing plan created, and then catalog product created. Yep. So that's what those events are going to be. Cool. And some's causing the beach ball death to spin, so while it spins for a second, I'm going to check and see. Oh, good. I'm just going to let the beach ball spin. Okay. I don't know what to do about this. I'm going to go check and see in process monitor if I can tell what is going on. iTerm 2 is sad, but I don't know why. It's taking up 97%. Okay, but now it's free again? Okay. Well, ghost in the machine, I guess. Oh, also, I need to check, was there any way to identify this webhook here? I wonder if there's any sort of headers. I guess what I have to do is I have to put an authentication token in the URL is what it's going to have to be. It's just going to have to be a secret URL. Because there's not much else to do. I mean, maybe there's some headers or some sort of signature verification, but I don't see it. So I think it's just you put an auth token in the URL. That's the webhook URL, and that's that. That would be my guess. All right, so let me go ahead and add this billing plan created. That looks right. And then I guess I'll find out soon enough what the PayPal subscription create would do. Let's see, what I say. Um, Oh, hello, welcome. I'm AJ. I'd love to know who you are and what brings you to the channel tonight. I'm just updating some documentation right now, and then I think I will get back to the database side of things. So I was adding a little bit of CRUD and CRUD testing to my PayPal code to manage the PayPal checkout API side of things. And yeah, I'm just going to take a look at this real quick. I'm not actually doing anything with that prefer yet. That's fine. Okay, this all looks good, like I expect. And I pretty much tested it all. Let me just make sure I don't have any more console.logs left over. And I do. Let's see. Utils, make categories, console.log. Oh, that was just in a... Let's replace that with console.info anyway. feature. More crud. Renamed .get to .details to match API. PayPal docs. There we go. Sure. Console.log to, whoops, console.info. And that's in a comment anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Okay, so that's good. Now I should be able to do from here npm, whoops, what was that before? Yeah, okay. npm install PayPal checkout. And we'll have it here. And I think I'm going to go back to listening to my audiobook, because I don't have much interaction over here, and that's all right. Okay. Let's see. Going to do for that. Okay. So here, the one thing that it doesn't do is it's not going to update the plans from, let's see, I should be able to pull from PayPal checkout and populate the database. That way, the only thing that I can update here and have it work the way that I want it to, whoops, is if I update the description. If anything else changes, I'm kind of dead in the water. Another thing I need to do though is, even though I have X adders here and here, it really does need to have a string, which this can be nullable, which is the PayPal checkout ID. And that needs to be for plans and for products and for subscriptions, really, which I kind of want to rename to purchases. I'm not really sure on that. Okay, yeah, because the plan and the product are going to have to be represented in multiple systems. So as many systems as there are for it to be represented, I really do want that. The PayPal checkout ID to be up at the top. And really, I think with the X adders, what I kind of want that to be, I'm just going to put a to do here. I think I'd be better off to have multiple JSON fields for the different payment services. Okay, well, with all that said, I need to, I guess really, there should be get PayPal checkout return, in which case we get rec.query. And PayPal checkout cancel. And then these would not be JSON, but we would redirect somewhere else. see. I don't know if this is even the right way to go about this. But we're going to need the real webhooks, but then we're also going to need, I guess we could, instead of webhooks, we could call this redirects. Because it's not so much a webhook as it is. Well, definitely is a redirect. And the little bit of information that we get here, I think, what was it? The token that we get, I remember it's somewhere. I think we get an ID or something. Let me go back into the README here. Oh no, not here. Over in this one. Return. Do I have anything about return documented there? No. How about in this one? No, okay. So how about we look for cancel in here? There's the cancel URL. And what is it that we get back from that? Payment ID. I have to check that again. It's so weird that there's no information about what to do with that. Okay, so I'm at a point where I can actually get a list. Let's see, where was my create subscription? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to do a search. Oh, whoops. And this is out. So create request. Yeah. Okay, so here's something I want to do. Let's go back to where we've got this stuff here. And let me run this test again. Okay, I'm logged in as the person. Okay, so I do get subscription ID. Okay. So that goes into the documentation then. Let's do that. Oops. And BA underscore token equals BA. It's got some sort of data encoded in there, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, PayPal. Return. Okay. What to do next? Update info on return URL. That's good. I wonder how little information can I give for a subscription? Because ideally, I should be getting back information. So I'd like to get the user's email address from PayPal, you know? So let's go to subscriptions and let's see what of this is actually required, because that I wasn't paying close enough attention to before. Okay, authorization is required, content type is required, plan ID is required. That's pretty much it. Okay. So yeah, if we just do a plan ID, so really I could just create a URL. Okay, let's say that we go here to where there's upgrade, and let's say rather than disabled, we use the PayPal checkout button. Because can't you do an image type submit? I think you can. Let's see. What if we had H2 upgrade, and then we do the checkout with PayPal, aref equals, and we just make it redirects upgrade and Bliss Pro yearly. I'll just put this in here, sure. Say it's $10 per year. Just $10 per year. That's less. That's less than $2 per month. Well, actually, it's less than $1 per month. There we go. So redirects, upgrade, plan. And then okay, what do we got with our user? So what do we do? Upgrades, purchases. Purchases, I think, might make a good one. So I guess we want to have purchase purchase.getPlan, and then we could just put in our plan here. Take our slug and then get back yeah, that looks good. So we're going to select plan dot star from plan where slug is slug. And then we'll await the sequel. Let rows equal this. If not rows dot length, then we're going to need something special. Oops. Oh, this is kind of cool because actually, if the plan doesn't have a PayPal checkout ID, I could just create the plan right then and there. It'd take an extra second or so, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal. This starts to seem all right. That plan is equal to rows. I'll just leave it as get row 0. Create subscription request. Okay. Plan.xadders.paypal checkout.id. then to do create on PayPal. Automatically. Okay. And then I kind of think the initialized PayPal checkout ought to be something that can just float around. That is a little bit of dependency injection. We could just do here. We could say, you know, let take PayPal checkout, initialize it right here. Config dot PayPal client ID. PayPal client secret, and then PayPal ENV. That could be a good one. Could call it PayPal client ENV even. Let's go ahead and put this in there as PayPal ENV sandbox, but could also be live. Of course, I don't have it set up to be able to even do that yet, but that's okay. That's a very easy fix because it's just a matter of changing the URL. Okay. All right, and then here in purchases, I just get this PayPal checkout again. And subscription dot create request. And really the only thing that's needed is plan ID. Is that true? Is that really, really true? Plan ID, shipping, subscriber, auto renewal. Oh, application context is definitely something that is desirable. Custom ID can be invoice ID. Plan ID, shipping amount, blah, 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 blah. And subscriber information really doesn't matter. Phone number of the customer. Yeah. So application context is important too, because that's what is going to customize the screen that they see. So again, brand name, shipping preference. Yeah, so these are kind of important. See, shipping preference, no shipping, user action, subscribe now. And the return URL and the cancel URL. Okay, so that is required. Huh. That's kind of important. Oops. Projects.org/ API redirects PayPal checkout/return. Cancel URL is going to be similar, except cancel. Okay, so I think I do want to bring this up one level. Okay, applib purchases. All right, so we're going to have rec.params.slug, I think. Oh. There we go. We'll take it that way. And oh, whoops. There we go. Alright, so this redirect is going to end up being approve URL. Okay, cool. There we go. Oh, let me make sure I got this right. /API/redirects /upgrade. Okay, /API/redirects /upgrade /plan name. And then let me look back over here and see how did we get that URL for the approve. We just go through the links. Okay, subscription.links.find. Okay, let me set no number, grab these, and bring that right back over here. Purchase.links. Let approve URL equal. Okay. All right, let's see what happens now. Let's go to Bliss API rootprojects.org. Under the settings, do we have the checkout with PayPal? Yes, we do. Why, yes, we do. All right. API redirects upgrade Bliss Pro yearly. Upgrade, there we go. That's what it needs to be. Internal server error, awesome. We're getting better all the time. Module not found with what? Lib purchase.js. Really? Lib purchases. Okay, what was the other one? Lib purchases, lib purchase.js. There we go. All right, let's try again. Okay. What is it this time? Well, that seems reasonable enough. Okay. Okay, relation. Oh, because I called it plans. This is going to kill me. I'm not remembering whether I named things plural or singular. Alrighty, here we go. Log in. Cancel return to Bliss via the root group LLC. Continue. Bliss via the root group LLC. Looking good. I agree. All right, now what I need to check out is, oh, good. We got approval pending. Got PayPal return. And then there goes the real deal. So billing subscription activated. So that's what happens when it's approved. Cool, cool beans. So let's get that in the README. Now I need to try canceled. Let's see what happens when we do that as well. Flow will activate with note. Approve URL. All right, whatever. And then we end up at PayPal checkout return, which is just dandy. Now, a couple of problems here. One of which is that, oh, transaction fee was only 84 cents. Well, still, that's almost 10%. Ugh. Okay. Oh. And then there's payment sale completed. Okay, cool. Successful use of the approved URL will cause okay, we got that one. What all have we got here? Let me see if I can get multiple event type. Payment sale completed. Billing subscription activated. subscription created. So this happens when okay, so sale completed, subscription activated, sale completed, subscription activated, billing plan created, subscription created. I think this is what's most important, and I'm getting part of it cut off. So billing, subscription created. Cool, cool, cool. Lots of events firing off. Alright, so the next bit is where it gets real. Because I just gotta... I'm just gonna update. Oops, let's see. Alright, so I'm seeing events come through. Added into the tested a subscribe button. I've mostly got this sync thing working out. So what we need is to create local link between user and subscription. That's what I need to do. Update on webhook. Let's see. Add PayPal secret. Verify by subscription ID. Okay. Create table for payments. All right, so the one thing that I didn't do, I'm understanding better now, is the subscription itself does not guarantee a payment. It's just whether or not the person is going to be on a renewing plan. So we need to have a plan, a payment of the plan. So when a payment goes through, the payment should be related to both a subscription and a plan. But it may not be related to a subscription because it may just be a one-time payment. So, yeah. So there's that bit left over. I'm going to go ahead and do a whip commit here. let's see, we got purchase, we got DB, got config, app, example, package lock, server. Lots of stuff updated tonight. Well, this is really, really good. Really, really good. Okay. Whip. Handle. PayPal, checkout, routing. Okay, that's cool. And then okay, I think this looks good. Let's see. Webhook event type. Okay, so that one looks good. But the thing that I have left is the to-do. There are no deletes. We did some updates. Paging is kind of handled. So what we have left here is sandbox versus live. Okay, cool. All right, well, this one, of course, was a little bit of a slog, as sometimes, or quite often, about every other one of these is the case. So if you were tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Oh, hey, Mike. I'm just signing off. If you weren't tuning in, raise your hand if you're absent. And thumbs up if you got them, thumbs down if you don't. If you like what you like, we get more of what you like. And if you'd like to subscribe, be sure to hit the bell for personalized recommendations so that you get the good stuff. And I'm pretty excited about this, even though I'm kind of tired, ready to go to bed for sure. But I am really excited about this. We have, whoops, let me refresh here. But we have ourselves a checkout with PayPal button. And that's pretty cool in my book. Needs some better text for sure. And we gotta actually associate the user, and then we've gotta implement restrictions. So lift paywall. But it's all coming together. Okay. Anyway, adios.